morning everyone, welcome to HarboroughPilates at Home. This is our final session of this series of YouTube videos. So we're going to do an intermediate standing class. For this class you can either go in socks like I am, or you can go in your trainers if you feel you want just that little bit more stability while you're doing it. Okay, the way the session will go is we'll have a little bit of general warm-up, and then after that we'll go into more exercises where we're going to incorporate our core with some of the Pilates movements but in a standing position. It'll all become apparent in a bit. Okay, so let's get going. Feet underneath those hips, thinking about that core, gently drawing in through your tummy, stretching up through the back of the head. From there, let's do some of our normal type of stuff. So, have a breath in and a breath out. Reach the arms up and circle them round. So big circles to start with, loosening the shoulders. Out we go. Good. Keep going for another 3, 2, last one. Coming back round, and then let's circle one arm. Twisting through the body. We're going to go backwards to start with. And around. 2 more. Last one. Changing sides. Right we go round. Turning round. 2 more. Last one. Stretching up towards the ceiling. Reaching through that waist. Up we go. Now with these classes you can, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, either pop wrist weights or ankle weights round, just to give yourself a little bit of extra resistance. That's another way you can up the ante a little bit with these standing classes. Coming back round, okay, into our normal dumbwaiter, opening out those shoulders, drawing up again, knees are a little bit relaxed, don't lock them out fully. 2 more, and then with this one let's go wide, stretching fingertips to fingertips and drawing back in, and again, reaching out, coming back in. 2 more, and back. Last one, out we go, over we go, big circle. We're going to go round and down towards the floor and come back up. And again, round the other side, stretching round, circling round, coming back up. Okay, once more each side, circling round, drawing back up. Last one. Round we go. Have a stop at the bottom. Whilst you're there, just bend the knees a little bit. Rock the arms side to side, what we call elephant walk. And you should notice you start to stretch a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And then from there, drawing up, all the way up into standing, drawing down with the shoulder blades. Have a little kick out of those knees. Good stuff. Let's start off with a little bit of balance work. So drawing in through your tummy, we're going to have a lift up onto our toes and a lower back down, just to get us used to that position. Up we come, lowering back down. Up we come again, lower back down. Once more. Good stuff. Then bring the heels together, toes apart. So let me just step back a little bit, perhaps see my toes. There we go. And we're going to tighten through your bottom muscles. Feel how you can squeeze the legs together. From there, we're lifting up and lowering down. This might start to feel like it's throwing you forwards. So think about that top of the head going straight up. Engage through that core, squeeze through the bottom. Okay, 2 more. So it's a very different exercise, working different muscles. Last one. Good stuff. And then we're going to go wide. Same thing, feet are turned out. From there, drawing in, and we're lifting up and lowering back down. Lifting up, lowering back down. Let's do it a slightly different way. We're going to go up, lower down, one side, other side. Up, one side, other side. Up, one side, other side. Let's reverse that. So we're going to go up, other foot goes down first. Other foot goes down first. So you can see how your body just sways a little bit as you're doing that. Last one, up, down, and then a little wide squat and up. Wide squats and up. Let's add some arms. Stretching those hips out. 2 more. Last one, holding it there. Pop your hands on your hips. And we're going to do a little clam movement in this position. So squeeze through one bottom, turn your knee out sideways and come back in. Same leg, turning out sideways, working that bottom, come back in. And again. So your heel might lift off the ground a little bit. Still standing up tall through the body. Last one. Change to the other side. Coming back in. Squeeze out. Come back in. So working that bottom. And I feel this side of my bottom perhaps isn't as strong as the other side. Last one coming up. Squeezing out. Coming back in. Have a little stretch up. And then we'll go down again for 4, 3, 2. Last one coming up. From there, hands on hips. Squeeze out with both and drop back in. Squeeze out with both. Drop back in. So we're working the back of that bottom again. Drawing up through the tummy. Squeeze and back. Last one. And back. And march it back into the middle. Big high knees. Big arms. Toy soldier type arms. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's practice some stepping. So we're going to stand on one leg, sway over towards that side. So you're planting that foot on the ground. Lift the other leg up. Knee to hip height if you can. Lower back down. Try the other side. Lift and back. Okay, with this first leg, let's do this twice. So we lift it up, tap down and up and down. 2 on the other leg, drawing in through your tummy, sway over, get that balance and lift, tap, tap. Back to the first leg. And again, we're going to keep going a little bit longer this time. Lift it up. 2 more. And back down. Let's build it up on the other one. Drawing in through your tummy. Thigh works as well. Okay, the quads are working. Up we come. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Add a bit of a challenge. Single leg this time, just once up. Have a little knee bend and a squat down though. And up. Down and up. Once more. Coming back up, and let's see if we can do that on the other side. So this is all about that core controlling us. So we're swaying over, tummy's working, bottom's working. Lift up to hip height, bend that other knee, come back up. And again, bend, come back up. 2 more. Good, last one. Hang in there and lower down. Little march out. Good stuff. Let's give the legs coming forward a bit of a rest anyway. Let's have a go at scooting them out backwards. This is one of my favourite exercises in standing. So we're going to have a little dip down. So we've got soft knees. Sway over to one side, drawing in through that tummy. We've got a gentle lean forward, not much of a lean. We bring on this leg up onto your toes and then stretch back out. Come back in. Reach back, come back in. Now you can either tap it back, like I'm doing, or if you're on a slidier surface, if you've got wooden floor or laminate, you can slide backwards and forwards, yeah? Or you can lift it up and do it with a real challenge. 2 more. Last one. Squeezing, feel that bottom. Come back in. Let's have a little go on the other side. So remember, it's that little dip down. So sinking gently into the knees. The weight transfers. We're getting that balance, slightly forward, and then scoot backwards with that leg. Touching, sliding, or hovering. So I'm touching at the moment, getting used to it. And then I'm going to hover that leg this time, bringing it back in for 4 more. 3, 2, last one, stretching out, coming back in, and having a little rest there. Good stuff. Let's go wide again. Just a gentle width, don't go too far this time. Drawing in through your tummy. Let's go down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from there, we're going to bring the arms forward. We're just going to do some more of our normal stuff. So this is our upper body stretch, but in standing. So we're dropping down through the head and shoulders. Bring those arms out in front, and then we take it into the offering. So we bring it up and out. Very balletic. Down we go again. Dropping down, reaching out, stretching up. But we're working hard in those thighs. We're tucking our tail underneath. 2 to go. Up we come. And round. Last one. Down we go. Stretching out. Coming back up. Stretch up tall this time. Come wide. And lower. March back into the middle. Okay, so earlier on we were doing a little bit of one leg balance. Let's use that in doing our clamming standing, okay? So, lifting up through the chest, the legs have had a little bit of a rest there. Support on one leg. Bring that other leg up so you're just touching onto your knee. Try and get the balance there, and then turn that leg out to the side. And back in. Now this is a more advanced level of our clamming standing. Ooh, she says wobbling. Okay. If that is too much for you, you can keep your foot on the floor and just pivot around the ball of your foot. 2 to go. Squeezing and back. Last one. Coming back in and lower down. Let's try that on the other side. So plant the foot, sink through the knee a little bit, drawing in through your tummy. So same start, we come up. Pop the knee on the foot on the knee, and we're turning out that hip. Really thinking, I'm really concentrating hard on my core. Keeping that, controlling that middle of me. It's keeping me sort of stable. I've got lots of crunchies that go on when I do this. Clunk from my hip, I think. 2 more. Yep, doesn't like that position. Last one. Coming back in, and we lower down. Okay, so remember that little lift up that we were doing? We're going to do that but with a knee turn out. We're building for something big here. So lifting up, we sway onto one leg, we come up, tap down for 1, 2, come up, turn out, back in and down. Change to the other leg. Tap, tap, up, twist out, back in and down. Get the balance onto your toe, lift, lift, turn out, come back in and down. Other leg drawing in, up, 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 turn out, back in and down. Once more on each leg. Lift, lift, lift and turn out. Come back in and lower. Over onto the other side again. Lift, 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 turn out, back in and lower. That's one too many there. Have a little shake out. Good stuff. We're going to park that. We've got one more add-on for that one in a moment. But let's give the arms a bit of a workout. So, feet are underneath the hips. We're drawing in through the waist, lifting up through the back of the head. Tight through that tummy. Float those arms out and lift them overhead. And circle them round and back to the middle. So we're doing our double leg stretch arms, but in standing. Okay, this time as you go backwards, just come up onto the ball of one foot. round and back down. Over to the other side, up, round and back down. So we're having a nice big stretch. Think about the shoulders, don't lift them up too high towards your ears, okay? Your shoulder blades should be gliding down the back of your back. Coming back in. 2 to go. Circling round. Last one. Coming back down. Keep the arms out in front. Have a breath in and a breath out. Drop them down there, arm openings. Twisting round and we're coming back. Round to the other side. Coming back. Round we go. Coming back. Don't force the arm out too far backwards. It should just still be in line with your shoulder. So you should have a nice sort of circle from fingertips to the other fingertips. Once more each side. Coming back in. Last one. Coming back in. Lower those arms. Give them a bit of a shake. Okay. So remember those legs. We were doing a little bit of a turnout, weren't we? So let's add that in. We're going to add that in with a little bit of a lunge. So from there, we come up onto toes. Up, turn out, stretch out, lunge over, come back, bring the foot back, turn in. Okay, we carry on with the same leg. So up, twist out, stretch out, weight back, and turn. Okay. You don't have to do such a big lunge as I'm doing. You can just do a little step out if you want. And back in, whatever you're comfortable with. Reaching out, lunge, and back. Let's try the other leg. I'm going to have a little shuffle this side, give yourself a bit more room. Lifting up, okay? So it's a turn out. You can do it high or you can do it low. Stretch out, lunge, pull back. And we pull back through the body and that other supporting leg. Lift up, twist out, step, lunge, and back and turn. Up, turn, reach, back and turn. Last one. Up, twist, lunge, back and turn. Have a little march out. Let's continue with that lungy type situation, but we're going to do some forward lunges and some backward lunges and adding in some arms as well. So we did this, I think, in the we did stepping in the beginners standing class, so we're doing it with a lunge this time. So from our starting position, straight through the back of the head, remember, arms relaxing down, we're going to sway onto one leg, bring that leg up, step forward, lunge, arms come forward, pull yourself backwards. Okay, same leg. So up. So it's a really overemphasized lunge. Let me go sideways and do it. I'll do it this way. So I've got my front leg, my right leg doing it. So up onto the ball, lifting up, step out, lunge. So slow. The slower you do it, the harder it actually is, yeah? So up, step, lunge, push back. Once more on that leg. Up, step, lunge, and back. Let's do the other leg then. I'll turn around, so the front leg, so my left leg's at the front, lifting up. So onto toes, stretch up, go down, and back. And it's all about this control through the core and that supporting leg. So we're lifting up, stepping out, lunge, and pull back. Onto toes, lift, stretch out, lunge, and back. 2 more to go. Up we come. Lift up, step, lunge, and back. Last one. Toes, lift, lunge, and back. Coming back. Good step. So we've done some side lunges, okay, in that twisty movement. We've done some forward lunges. Let's do some reverse lunges. So from here, in fact we won't do reverse lunges, What we're going to do is we're going to add the reaching out backwards leg that we did at the start, the scoot. We're going to make that into our swimming leg. So if we think about our swimming, we're laying on our tummy. So we're going to have a little dip down through the knees, drawing in through the waist just slightly forward. Float those arms up, sway onto one leg, take that other leg out backwards. Draw in through your tummy, squeeze through your bottom, lift that leg up, tap it down. 2 more. Bring it back in. Okay, let's try with the other side. So you can tap it down or you can hover it and lift and lift and lift. Yeah, without lowering it completely. Stretch forwards, and if you're a little bit wobbly on this one, you can hold on to the fingertips on the wall or a cupboard or table. Tap, tap, squeeze it through that bottom. 2 more. Superman, isn't it? Da, da, da. So let's have a go and see if we can do a little bit extra with that one. So we're going to add in the alternate arms to start with. So we dip down, lean forwards, sweep those arms forward, over onto one leg, reach that other leg out backwards, and opposite arm and leg go up and down. Keep with the opposite. Pushing that arm up. Last one. And come back in. Let's change over to the other side. So stretch up, draw in through your tummy. Weight on that other leg as you dip down. Reaching out, and opposite arm comes up. Up we go. 3 more. 2, 1, and come back in. Good stuff. So we're going to try and split the arms as we do it, okay? We've not done this one before, so anything could happen in the next minute, so let's have a go. Dropping down, swaying over, take the leg backwards, bring the arms forwards, lean and get your balance. So opposite arm goes up, same arm comes down. Keep going. Pushing that arm down, whoa, working through that core. 2 more. Last one, and come back in. Good stuff. Let's just do that last leg then. Lifting up, dipping down through the leg, swaying over. Gentle lean forward, bring the arms up. Leg goes back, we've got our balance. Opposite arm goes up, same arm comes down as that leg goes up. Working that fingertip to toe. Okay, it's big band of fascia, tissues holding you together. You're stretching them and coming back. Last one. Come back in. Have a little flex out. Okay, do you want a final balance challenge? And then we'll do some more familiar stuff just to stretch ourselves out. So from here, because today's really all about balance and using that strength to get you the balance. If we dip down, we sway over into our Superman position. This time, holding that position, bend the knee, come back up. So we did it with the leg in front, we're now doing it with the leg out back behind us. Bring the arms back, I've still got my leg up, can you come up onto toes and down? Come back in, a little bit of an added extra tough bit at the end there. Sway over to that supporting leg, I don't think we'll do that last bit on this side. Woo. Reach away, okay? From there, holding that position, knee bend and up. Work the core, squeeze through the bottom. Good stuff, 3 to go. 2, last one. Fatal words, up we go onto the toes and down. Well, it wasn't so bad. I thought I'd messed that last one up, truly. Good stuff. So that was a lot of balance work. Working here, having to adjust our bodies to movement. So we're almost throwing ourselves off balance, but having to rely on this central bit to keep us firm and stable. So it's like I say, this is our scaffold. If we get our muscles around our core here, or our scaffold, get that solid, everything else can start to move around. Let's finish off with some stretching type exercises. we're going to mobilise through the spine to start with first. So if we lift our arms up, hands on head, deep breath in, breath out. Let's start off with our dolphin dive, so we're curling up, bend the knees, curling underneath, stretch head out, tail out, and we're coming back up. Again, if I go sideways, you can see we're curling down, but we're stretching out. Okay, 2 more like that. Curling down, reaching back up. Last one. Down we go. And coming back up. Big stretch up. Wide with those arms, float them back down. From that centre position, we're going to breath in, breath out. Drop the head down, bend the knees, come down, place your hands on the knees. We've got our bottom stuck out, our head's up. Then curl the bottom underneath, head underneath. So we're doing our cat stretching standing. And the cat stretch could be done in all sorts of different positions. So as the weather starts to get warmer here in the UK, and we start thinking about getting out there doing our gardening, if you're on all fours doing a bit of weeding and your back feels a bit achy, do a few cat stretches. Sit back and do your child pose. Up we come. Mobilising that back, really stretch it up. Come back out. With this one we go down, straighten the knees, lower the hands, sway that body forwards a little bit and gently come back up. Drop the shoulders down. Okay. Right, I think the head's been down a little bit too much for a while. We've got one more to do like that, but let's go out wide into our sort of wide stance, our wide squat position. We're going to sink down, come back up, and again, down and back up. 2 more. Last one, holding it there, stretch across with the arms. So we're folding and opening, fold across and open over. Let's do the reverse this time. So we're sweeping round and stretching over. Sweep round, really reach and over. It's a lovely sort of reach flow type movement and over. We're still in that squat. Stretch over. Good stuff. I might have got it wrong with that last one, sorry. Multitasking, not working. Down we go for 4, 3, 2. Last one. From there, keep the arms out wide, drawing up tall, tight through your tummy. Twist round, and we're going to reach down towards that outside of that opposite leg. So I've got my left hand, back of my left hand on the side of my right leg. Trying to pull myself round a little bit more. You can always just pop that hand on your waist. Twist round, come back through to the middle and up. Let's do that the other side. So we're stretching round, reaching down. So my right hand's on the side of my left leg. A little bit harder for me this side. Twisting round. You can feel that a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Come back up and through to the middle. March out into the middle. So remember, we've done our roll down type things, or cat stretch. We're going to now do our thread the needle, but in standing. So this is quite a nice one, I think, as well. So we lift up, chin on chest, little bend of the knees, come down into that cat stretch position in standing. Tuck in underneath, take one arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. So I'm extending one knee as I bend the other, and then come back down and round. Really reach around. And again, up we go, and round we come. And up, and round. Come back to the middle and roll yourself back up. Just have a few deep breaths there. Let the blood circulate back where it should do. And then let's go down and do the other side. So little bend of the knees, curl yourself down, and one arm up, opposite arm this time, and thread down and around. So the knees have a little sort of straightening and bending going on opposite sides. Last one. Coming back and round. And then bring both arms down. Take them a little bit further forward so you get your fingertips on the floor. And from there, bend both knees. Straighten one and tuck yourself in as tight as you can. Bend that leg, straighten the other. Really good hamstring stretch here. Stretching up, tuck yourself in. Coming back down, last one. Come back down into a little bunny hop type position. And come back up. Little stretch out. Flick those legs. Good stuff. Let's have a calf stretch. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. From here, lunge over that front leg. So you know you're safe, you've not got any going up and down on toes. Now the important thing when you're doing the calf stretch is that that back heel settles down right behind the toes. Don't have your toes out at an angle. Yeah, so they should be straight forward, both feet. Don't have to be behind each other, they can be a little bit apart, otherwise it's a little bit of a narrow base. Lunge over that front leg again. Lift up the heel, and down. 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, bring that other foot up, and change legs. Back foot, place it down in the right position. Lunge over that front leg. Breathing in, breathing out. From there, lift that heel up. 3, 2, 1. Lean forward and bring back in. Lovely. Come back in. We're going to do a little bit of warrior type pose. So we've got 1 foot facing forward, the other foot is out to the side. Okay, from there, our bodies are facing straight forward to start with. And we're going to lunge over. This is where people get confused with forward and forward, because we've got a knee pointed forward that way. We're trying to go flat out. Okay. From there, so nice and wide and flat. Bring the arms out, hold that position. Feel strong in it. Okay. From there, rotate round. So your now nose is almost over that front knee. So we're feeling the stretch in a different part of those legs, those hips. Come back into the middle. Circle over that bent knee. So we're getting a really big mermaid stretch from the fingers down to the toes. Come back up. See if you can reverse curl. A bit more tricky, still keep that knee bent. And back up. Turn the feet around. So now I've got my left foot pointing sideways, my right foot's facing the camera. My body's facing the camera. Okay, we're lunging over that left foot. Coming back up. Coming back up. 2 more. With the next one we have that hold. Bring the arms out nice and wide. Stretching out. Circle round so that you're facing over that bent knee. Feeling a slightly different stretch. Come back to the middle. Bend over that front leg. Stretch that arm right over. 3, 2, 1. Come back up, slide down that other leg. And come back up. Have a little march out. So we stretched our bottom a little bit through doing our thread the needle stretch, just a little bit, and we've stretched our hamstrings with our saw stretch and with our little bouncy stretch in the middle, and we've just done our inner thighs and our calves. We haven't stretched the front of our thighs, so to do this, balance on one leg, you may need a wall to hold on to. Bring that other heel, that foot up towards your bottom. Okay, now my knees are together. Don't bring your knee forward, try and keep your knee going straight down towards the floor. That's quite a tricky one to hold. Okay, and if you can't get your knee that far up, don't worry about it. The other way that we do this one, remember, is when we lie on our tummies on the floor. It's a safer option. I'm just giving you a little bit more, it's an advanced class, so we're giving you a slightly more advanced way of doing it. Okay, it might not even be as effective for some people. Okay, so remember, you can hold onto the wall or a chair or something if you want to. Get your weight over that leg. Bring it out to the side to start with. Bring it back down. Find that balance. Stretch up through the chest if you can, take the knee down. Holding that stretch there. But if you've got a little bit of knee trouble, you're not going to be able to do this. Okay? So don't do it on the floor. Yeah? So if you remember, we lie on the floor, heel to bottom, having a rest, but stretching through the front of that thigh. Okay. So that was that one. The other way to do the bottom is crossing the legs over and sitting down. Okay, we don't do this one that often because again it's a little bit of a challenge, and really when you're stretching out you want to be as relaxed as possible through the body to allow the stretch to happen. Okay, but you can think about it, you could be sitting on a chair doing this one. You cross your foot over your knee, woo, and we bend down. Yeah, but it is a tricky one to do. But if I was sitting on a chair, I'd be doing the same sort of thing. Okay, but again, that's the one where we lie on our backs, cross our feet over, bring our knee up to our chest. But I just wanted to show you the ways that you could translate that into a standing class. So hopefully we're a little bit looser now. Let's have a final roll down. So feet are underneath the hips. Think about lengthening through the front of those hips, lifting up through the chest, back of the head up. Breath in, breath out. As you breathe in, shoulders come up. As you breathe out, lower the shoulders, drop the head. Let's roll forwards. Sliding those hands down the front of your legs. See if you can tuck yourself in as tightly as you can. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come back up. Bit by bit by bit. And relax. And again, last one. Breath in, breath out. Reaching down, stretching down to the floor. Coming back up on the next down breath. Standing there nice and relaxed, drawing in, lifting up gently. Have a deep breath in. And the arms come down and we breathe out. And again. And we breathe out. Think about that posture. You're even through both feet. You're a little bit relaxed in the legs. Drawing in gently across the front of that tummy. Gently just lifting up through that upper back. Well done, folks. That was a really challenging session, okay? You might want to play it through, hopefully you've had a little go at some of it. It bits about from section to section, partly to give bits of the body a bit of a rest before they're challenged again. So there's a slight method in my madness, okay? That's it from Harborough Pilates at Home 2021 for the time being. You've got quite a few sessions to have a go at, so keep going back over your favourites. The Zoom sessions that are live on Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 AM are still going to be going ahead as of next week. So from the 1st of March, so if anybody wants to join in those, just drop me a line and we can sort out the code for you. But other than that, stay safe, stay well, hope you're all getting vaccinated, and hopefully we'll see some of you soon in person. Take care.